Hello, and welcome to Discovery Corner. I'm Claire Melvin. Pop the kettle on, pour yourself a glass of wine, maybe even put your trainers on or run a bath, and join me for another journey of discovery. Hello, my name is Claire Melvin, and this is Discovery Corner, and you are very welcome. I'm a mindset coach. I'm going to be 50 next year, which, if I keep saying it, then I might actually believe it's true. I currently work full time and I have a coaching business in, not say my part time, but in my non-working full time life. And I am looking to, or my goal actually is to be able to quit my full time job and be full time self employed, have my own business, and do kind of things that lift me up rather than just something that I'm good at that I don't really enjoy. And I think probably a lot of people can relate to that. Um, so a little bit about me. I am not married. I also don't have any children. I think I probably thought when I was younger they would both happen for me, and for whatever reason, they haven't. Um, Currently don't have any pets either, although as soon as I do work full time for myself, I will be straight down to my local dog rescue centre and finding myself a little four-legged companion whose life I hope we can both improve. About 10 years ago, I became estranged from my family. I was also in chronic pain. I was in debt, probably about £10,000. I just turned 40. Basically, it felt like my life imploded. And over the last decade, I've paid off all those debts. And I've worked really, really hard on my health, my fitness, my mindset. I knew that I didn't want to do what I was doing. I didn't really know what I did want. But I eventually had some coaching sessions and realized that actually this was something that I was good at and that I wanted to do. So I trained as a life coach, and last year I actually bought my house. I've also navigated a global pandemic, I think, as we all have. And for me, I was in a little bubble of one, which had its own little challenges. Um, and there were some days, probably in the last decade, where I think if I even got out of bed, that counted as a win for the day. And I really kind of felt like I hit rock bottom, and I've worked really, really hard to get to where I am. And it hasn't been easy, but I think you've got one life, and I really kind of want to see what I'm capable of, and I think put myself out there a bit more. And I've had, I guess, over the past few years, actually, a few people who I've been close to, some of my friends, kind of old ex-work companions, current work companions, have passed away, some unexpectedly. And I think sometimes when things like that happen, or even when you have a milestone birthday or something like that, you just kind of almost take stock and go, what am I doing with my life? Why am I doing this? So that's really, really where I am. I come at situations with compassion, with curiosity, but at the same time, I'm not afraid to, you know, give you a kick up the backside if it's what it's needed. And this podcast itself is a way for me to find out really a little bit more about, the incredible world in which we live. And also to share that with you, my dear listeners, so I can use the excuse of finding stuff out for other people when really I'm just being a bit nosy myself. Um, so there will be guest experts, people who know things around, I don't know, bereavement, finances, menopause. I am hitting that age, unfortunately, and so I'm interested to know what I'm going through and what's normal, what isn't normal. Um, and also people who have lived experiences, so people that have gone through things, maybe you've lived, people who have moved abroad, who are writing books, and who just have their own experiences on certain topics, which would be really interesting to find out about. So the conversations that we'll have, they'll be informative. Some will make you laugh, some will make you cry, maybe make you angry, and kind of everywhere in between as well. Um, And it's just really going to be a way for us all to kind of discover more about each other and also the world around us. Um, you can stay in touch with me and the show. So I'm on social media. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, or Claire Melvin Coaching. And you can also find this podcast available in all good podcast downloading places. So please pop a kettle on, make yourself a cup of tea, put your headphones on, put your trainers on, maybe go for a walk. Turn on the background while you're doing some ironing. Wherever, however you choose to listen, I would just say you are very, very welcome. Each episode will be going live on the first Friday of every month. So yeah, look for Discovery Corner in all your usual podcast haunts. And I really look forward to sharing this journey with you as we navigate the next stages of our lives, whatever that looks like for all of us. And I will see you on the next episode. Bye for now. Thank you for spending your time with me today. Look after yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Stay curious and keep discovering.